Hello everybody. Now, I'm currently standing in the front garden of someone's house. Okay, not too weird, but this, well, I say front garden, this is more basically the sprawling grounds and gallery, open outside gallery space of a long-term client of mine called Jeff Lowe. Now, Jeff lives in one of the most unique houses I have ever set foot in, period. The place is insane. Let me just set the scene briefly. I've been over to film another property over on the other side of Faversham in Kent, where I currently am standing. And whilst I was finishing up, I thought, well, I wonder if Jeff would be interested in allowing me to do a little quick cheeky peek inside his house and gallery and workshop over here on the way home. He agreed. He's a thoroughly nice guy, and here I am. So what I'm just about to give you a little taster of is his house, which is a 1930s built water purification plant. The place is incredible. It was only used and operated for, I think, for about 2 or 3 years, from 1932 to 1935, something like that. And it was built originally along with a bunch of other water purification plants in the Kent area. During the 30s, they were knocked up quickly to produce lime mortar cement to help with the rebuild of a lot of the houses around this area after the war. So it was only used for a couple of years, and it was empty for a while. He bought it quite a few years ago now and has spent a huge amount of money on it, refurbishing it, restoring it to its current condition, which is fantastic. So I'm going to start outside. We're going to have a quick look around the edge of the ground so you can get a sense of the building and what it is. We're going to see only the ground floor areas today, and perhaps, if Jeff is agreeable, maybe his workshop, because that's an amazing space as well. We won't be going to see anything upstairs in the residential section, purely because it's not ready, and Jeff is in the process of getting it geared up for his summer opening. So he's invited me back to film this in summer, the whole thing. So if you'd like to see more of this, just off this little taster video today, please let me know in the comments below. If I get a good engagement with this, I can come back and film everything, and you'll see it in all its glory in the middle of summer. So that's me. I'll shut up now. We'll turn the camera around and we're going to go for a walk. Okay, we are at the end of the drive. The driveway, that is basically the gate just off the road. So all of this is the grounds. And if I stop, there we go. That is the lime works. It is a thing of beauty. It's 8,000 square feet. There's up to 5 or 6, 7 bedrooms if you really want them. There's reception rooms at the top of that top turret there, which used to be the machine room. And when we get closer, you'll see what I mean. But just either side, what looks like something out of Thunderbirds is actually the 2 funnels. And those were the funnels which used to basically funnel the water down and purify the water to make the lime mortar cement. It's got a huge history to it. It is listed, as you can imagine, grade 2 listed. And there's everywhere you'll see, as we go for a walk, you'll see Jeff's sculptures on display. He's a very talented guy, and his stuff gets sold everywhere. If you ever drive into Faversham, just as you pass through the Premier Inn, and the big Aldi just on the entrance, that's one of Jeff's sculptures just as you head into Faversham. There's a sunken garage there, and then as we go up these steps through this very lush Mediterranean gardens, Jeff has got a love affair with Portugal, so there is a very Mediterranean theme to a lot of the planting that sits around the front and side of the lime works. And there we go. Oh, there's Jeff. That's it. This is the lime works, and if you look through those windows now, you can just see where the funnels, the internal funnels, used to come down. The windows are obviously added at a later stage. Yeah, and I've had the privilege of seeing the lime works not long after he bought this place. It must be 7 or 8 years ago now. And yeah, the work that's gone into this has been extraordinary. Now, let's start over just to the outside. Got the outside barbecue bar and seating area. Feels like a Mediterranean restaurant out here, but it's all private. And then we'll head just through to the front door. The whole thing is got this lovely crystal coloured style double glazing, palm trees everywhere, and that's the view as you look out from the front. Okay, now what you may not be able to sense from me being inside is this place is really warm, really cozy. It's not drafty, it's really well put together. It's a solid building, and this is what would have, I imagine, would have been the machine room, and that ceiling has got to be 50, it's got to be 50 foot high up there, and it just overlooks, towers above this really nicely appointed dining area. Look at those industrial stairs, everything, as much of the original or as many of the original features that could have been retained and restored, and then combined with some really nice old vintage and retro doors, and full of wonderful, comfy, warm, cozy furniture. So we're inside one of the funnels. As we were looking outside, this is the left-hand funnel, and it's just a lovely big reception space. But this thing, I mean, it's solid as, it's just amazing. And yeah, this wasn't all completely plastered over. It was left to expose the original condition of the funnels rather than cover the whole thing over. It's a really nice feature. Obviously that's not an original fireplace, but it's a thing of beauty. Big. And that is a hugely, almost industrial size wood burner that kicks out some heat. The colours are lovely with this place. I'd love to know what you think about this kind of property, whether you could see yourself living in it. I mean, I could. I mean, it's huge. I mean, it's 8,000 square feet, and could easily accommodate a very, very big family. So we've got this kitchen, one kitchen which is used for the reception area, and then as we head through, there's another kitchen here, just walking through, and this is funnel number 2, and this is where Jeff's private gallery space is, and this has been cut into, look at this, it's a real treat and a real honour to be allowed to go into filming all this. But this is Jeff's private gallery space cut into, now we're inside the funnel, one of the funnels, so this would have been full of water at one point, and it's a solid concrete building. This goes all the way through and carries on up there into the bedroom areas, which I'm not going to go into today. But there you go, you get the gist of being inside here. And then just pick my way back down to the ground floor, and there we go. That's the view as you come out of the other door in the right hand funnel, and just through there is Jeff's workshop. Everything you see on display are Jeff's works. He's a very accomplished sculptor, has been going for many, many decades. And that's just a little reception space there, little breakfast room, very cute. Colours are great. I think everything's been done with such style and taste. Okay, back outside. And then I've been granted access to the sculpture workshop, and this is where all the magic happens. Here we go. It's a big room, really big room. I think there was a workshop here before, it's just been completely remodeled, but it's concrete, solid concrete floors, concrete ceilings, concrete vaulted ceilings as well. And yeah, everyone's on a break, but there's a real hive of activity in here. Right, that's the tour very quickly taken care of. It's been a bit of a whistle-stop one on this occasion because it wasn't really planned, and it just happened that Jeff didn't mind me wandering around having a wander. Now, if you like it and you like what you've seen, I have got an open invitation to come back in summer to film the whole thing, top to bottom. You get to see the rooftop pool, the bedrooms, the whole thing. Jeff has opened that invite to me, which I would love to do. Let me know, please, in the comments below if you'd like me to come back and film more. I'm more than happy to do it. Don't get bored coming down here. It just gets better every time I visit. So that's the end of today's tour. I'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thanks again for joining me. Until next time.